What's up? What's up, Delora? How's it going?
Hey Ashley. Much better. Last week was rough. I got a summer cold and I felt like I was underwater. I was coughing, my throat was sore. We were able to record and I sounded all right, but I felt like sugar honey iced tea. You know what I
Mm,
mean?
yeah.
And excuse me. I'm grateful that my energy is still up. I still have this little lingering cough here and there, but God is good. I made it on the other side. I even got my husband infected.
And he never gets sick.
He never gets sick. And I was
That was a
like,
super bug.
man.
Super bug in the
Oh,
house.
right. So baby girl is holding up. So grateful for that.
Well, we appreciate you for powering through. If you guys have not listened to our episodes, we had the recap of the crash that dropped this week. Go out and check that out. Thank you for the feedback from
Yes, yes,
folks
yes.
on these socials. We love talking to you. If anybody else has any other thoughts, comments, share them. We know this documentary has had a lot of buzz and feedback, and there's the various iterations out there. So, continue down the rabbit hole with us. And then we also had Angelica join us last week for our Headlines and Not Topics episode and talk about
Yes.
the Black Romance Book Festival and all the things. So that's a little bit
Shout out
more
to
of a
them.
evergreen, timeless hot topic, if you ask
It
me.
really
So
is. And they
go check that
reposted
out.
our episode and everything on their social
Yep.
media. So shout out to them. And more specifically, shout out to the friends that talked about this freaking case, Alyssa and Bridget. And as always, fashionable observer. Ashley, can you edit that for me?
Well, you're actually editing today, but
I know. So maybe, oh yeah, I forgot. So I'll guide that. Fashionable observer, shout out to you. We always appreciate your feedback. So
indeed. Well, guys, it is our Thursday episode, and you know what that means. It's time to get into these pop culture streets. Before we do that, I just want to give a shout out to my friends. It was my high school reunion weekend that just passed. It was so great, even though for the most part, I still hung with people that I hang with most of the
that is
time.
how these situations always are.
Just realize how much I still don't spend enough time even with those folks. Like one of my friends who now lives in Tennessee, I see him every few years probably. Even my friends who are in town, I hadn't seen some of them since last year. And you know, it's June. So it's like, oh, we got to do better. Everybody's grown. I understand we all have schedules. We're busy, but I literally text one of my friends, like, I need to start seeing you monthly at least. Like, this is not, I don't like this. So it was just a
Especially
reminder of
when you
how
feel
fast time
good after hanging
goes.
out with them too. You
Absolutely. I
realize
love my
like,
friends.
yes,
Love my friends down.
absolutely,
And actually I
absolutely.
felt sad. Like when the weekend was going, y'all hear my voice is still a little bit not quite full, but even with just being tired and running the streets, I was sad that it was coming to an end because it was just like, oh, it just gave me a little bit of a glimpse back into like even college years. You know, you spent so much time with your friends during those years because we're together all the time in
Yeah.
dorms and classes, whatever. And it's just, you know, they're my some of my favorite people. So
It's funny that you say that because I watched this video actually this past week that talks about how um capitalism and like the car agenda and all that type of stuff, like the reason why we love college is because the idea is that we technically probably should do everything within walking distance, like walking
mhm.
cities, walkability, but they're more of a attractions like a New York or San Francisco or something like that. And versus what you know how most Americans live their lives living however many miles away from their work or school or whatever. So that's a larger conversation, especially for us millennials who's going to be getting a compound with their friends and family, you know, in
Indeed.
our retirement
Indeed. Friends, let's do it. I'm totally down
I'm
for it.
starting the garden. Okay. I got my little garden. I talked about that a couple of weeks ago. So I'm laying down the,
The
the
roots.
roots,
I would love
literally.
to do Golden Girls someday. That's my idea of a good time. So
Absolutely.
this will age well. This will age really well. All right, let's get into it. First up, we're going to talk about some relationships. So, Tia Mowry has been on social media for the last 3-ish years since her breakup with her ex-husband, Corey Hardrick, living her best life, really, as a single woman. We've seen her talk about some of the fun and craziness of dating and situations, and it started to feel like a brand in a sense. I wouldn't say not quite as strong as like Tracy Ellis Ross with her celebration of being single, but it to me started to feel a little bit like a brand. Cut
To be
two.
fair though, Tracy be pushing back though in these interviews. I don't
I mean, I
as of
think
late.
I think yes and no. I think she has always made it clear that like I would love to find a great partner. It just needs to be the right situation to be an additive to my life versus, because I have so many great things going on. I don't want to be partner just to be partner, and I don't want to be chosen just to be chosen. I'm the chooser, da da da.
Right.
But we all know like she is a beacon of light for single women everywhere, of like, despite what the world may tell you, you don't have to be partnered to live your best, fullest
Right. To have
life.
fulfillment.
And I
Exactly.
felt like Tia was kind of going down that path a little bit, but cut to hard launch. New boo in your face. Bam.
He cheesing.
She cheesing.
They on
12 years,
vacation.
her junior,
I was gonna say
apparently.
he is young.
He's an artiste, which I love. If I have one like cliche little weakness with men, I love creativity. I love an artist. If you can draw, if you can write, if you can paint, baby,
That's a weakness.
go ahead and set
Okay.
me up on that. I'll come to
I
your poetry reading.
I
Okay.
I I love competency. You know what I mean? Whether it's, you know, art or just being very smart. I'm not gonna lie though. I feel like he reminds me of Corey just a little bit.
I've seen the commentary about that, and I don't know. I haven't seen enough of him yet to feel this way. I think there's a little bit of a look, similar vibe type
I
thing,
don't know if
sure.
it's the same type of chocolate or what, or just like a little hood, a sprinkle of hood up in there. I don't know.
All I'll say to the Corey conversation is that I hope he's happy as well, because I always got the sense from their divorce that it was her decision, not his decision.
And when I tell you, I have always felt that way too, where she was like, you know what, I'm done. And you know what they say, when women are done, they are done.
Yeah.
And he comes off as like, oh, I didn't see that coming, or I want my wife back. And she's just like, no, I'm single.
Well, because there was even speculation there for a little bit of like, oh, they broke up, but they're dating again. And, which happens. Like, I know a couple who got married, did not stay married for long, got divorced, and have been happily just like dating for decades. And when I say happily, I mean like they have their vibe and I
So,
hang with them and it works.
but they're not
But
married.
they are not married. It was like this
So
marriage thing
they
does not
should have just
work.
did the Goldie Hawn route.
Yes. And that's how like marriage is not that look and feel, the same look and feel is not for everybody. Like success, you have to define your own success in a relationship
But then
and
again,
figure it out.
Shakira claimed the same thing, and old dude cheated on her, and she was like,
Well,
"I
girl,
bust the windows out your car."
that man was clearly for the streets with the way that he
Clearly,
did the way he did her. So that's,
yeah.
but now
And
if
she
she's
got
dating
another
no
hit single
dude,
too.
if she's
Yeah,
dating no dude from Emily in Paris, I mean,
yeah,
he's
yeah.
beautiful. So I ain't mad at you. But I I
Also,
I
her junior too. Sorry,
I love Tia. I want to see Tia
me
thrive and
too.
be happy in all the ways. I will say this just continues to give credibility to her being the black twin. I'm sorry, Tamara. I love you down. But, I think everybody was kind of waiting to see who Tia was going to be with next. And it's like, of course, another black man because Tia is the
Well,
black twin.
here's the deal. Okay, and I'm talking because I'm the third twin. When it comes to the
Birthday, y'all. She got the same birthday.
same birthday. Um, I will say this about Tia. I I did think she was gonna be with somebody who was financially on the same, like equally yoked, so to
Yeah.
speak, because I people suspect that this is probably part of the reason why the first relationship didn't work either, because
She was more
he was,
successful.
yeah, he was always on the grind and he was very like traditional, like I
Hmm.
they need there needs to be a study on the Black Love doc, because like I don't
The people who
know
broke up from that. I will
the
say too,
percentage
like we
the
also have to
percentage.
sometimes think about what we define as relationship success. Like they were together for 14 years. Is that not
Yes.
successful? Yeah. One can say that's success. Do you have to be together forever for it to count? You think?
So you're saying society, we live longer now, therefore
I
these
got
are
my husband for
chapters.
this phase, my husband for this phase, my husband for this phase.
These are chapters of our life. Wait.
Yeah.
Shout out. Shout out to Stevie Wonder. Songs in the Book of Life, okay?
Yeah. Just saying. Just saying. I will say though, I don't know this man's financial status. Maybe he has
True.
money.
Maybe he does.
Maybe he has some
Sorry, songs
money.
in the key of life, to be
I knew
exact.
what you meant. I
Thank
knew
you.
what you meant. Well, girl, Tia, you look happy. I love the video of them clinking the different little moments in the vacation. Do y'all
Of
thing.
course.
Cute.
What I will say is the energies are aligned, and I'm happy for her on that. So your face,
Indeed. No, because
your
I keep looking at the little picture of them like smiling. It's just so cute. Like the
I
early
know you made the
phases of
face to what
like,
I'm saying,
no,
but
no,
yeah,
no, no, no. Like the early phases of like infatuation and love and all. It's
yeah.
just so cute. Like they just look so happy. So that's all.
And she out here showing lingerie. Like, I don't know if you've seen her social media lately, but she's been doing some lingerie. She
She
did
does
some
laundry a
bubbles.
few times. She's
I
done
was
laundry a
like,
few
she's
times.
feeling
Do your thing. And
myself.
she's so beautiful.
She
Like,
is.
you're a lucky man, sir. Lucky man.
And he better know it.
Yep.
But that means he's never watched Sister Sister.
There are reruns. It's on Netflix now. So he might have. But when you start dating somebody, do you want to go back and watch them as a kid?
Of course not. But
Yeah.
and maybe this is the thing that works too. It's like you're not hung up on the idea.
Yeah. I mean, if anything, he may have watched the game and, Melanie.
Melody. Yeah.
Melanie. So, all right. Well, we talked a little bit about some happy love news. Now we got to talk about some breakup news, which case surprise, surprise. I don't feel like this came out of the blue for anybody. Ariana Grande and SpongeBob SquarePants have broken up.
Wait. The incel of Oz.
The incel of Oz, bro. If y'all have not seen Wicked Part 2 yet, or For Good, make sure you do. Ethan Slater. So, if y'all remember, this was hella drama that almost overshadowed a lot of the excitement about the second film because it came to light that Ariana Grande and Ethan Slater had started dating. This man was married, he had a young child, all the things. So it just felt messy. It added another
Yeah, it
notch
was a
to the
set
Ariana Grande
relationship.
lore.
Was it a set? What did they call it?
Showmance type
When
thing.
when they fall in love while making the movie, but a lot of those relationships don't make it by the time these movies premiere.
Yeah. I mean, it just adds to her lore too of like being a man stiller.
Yes,
So,
home
home
wrecker.
wrecker. So, it didn't start off on the best note, but I think everybody just kind of made peace with it. We moved on. And 3 years later, these crazy kids didn't make it. Case surprise, surprise. I am curious as to who's really going to be the keeper for Ariana Grande? I don't know if, besides maybe Mac Miller, I felt like, even with her husband, no shade to that man, I haven't felt like what I feel like is the Taylor Swift, Travis Kelsey, and the some of these ones that look like they have like now longevity. I didn't think it when they first started dating Delora, but you know what I mean.
Still
Like,
don't
oh,
think it,
I think
even
they're
though
gonna get married and do their
they're talking
thing.
about getting married at Madison Square Garden. That seems so tacky to me. Why? Why? You could go to eat. I'm sure she owns a private island. Why are you getting married at I hope that's a rumor because that makes no sense. Who are you inviting?
I don't know. All the people. I don't know. I don't even know who Taylor hangs with anymore besides that man. That's what
True.
I'm saying. Like Ariana Grande was booed up with Pete, but that always felt sus because it was right on the heels of everything going on with Mac Miller and
Right.
whatever.
Right.
So like who's gonna be that man that like makes Ariana Grande want to get married at Madison Square Garden? That's what I'm saying.
Wait, back to the Taylor Travis. Did you see how she was rolling her eyes at that basketball game? Because the Cavs made it.
You mean when he fell
Uh
asleep?
and he fell asleep. He was chugging beer. She was rolling her eyes. She was like, he's definitely, and like we talked about before, outside her typical type. She likes the artsy boys. Shout out to Wellesley and her crush on just wait, what was his name? Josh, Justin, whatever that man's name is from off campus. She loved her artsy type, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
The actor, the musician, and she got herself a sportsman. But back to Ariana, thought they were broken up by the For
Press.
Good press tour. They were on
Mm-hmm.
the opposite side of the freaking room when pictures were taken. Like he was not there during, granted, they weren't as nominated compared to the first film, but he wasn't nowhere to be found. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And people online had me cracking up saying like, this feels like a humiliation ritual for him because it's like, dude, you really thought this was it? I had never thought that he was in game, even when they said they were together. Um, but
Absolutely not.
he's the only one that didn't believe us. So,
I'm sure he was lovely. I'm sure they were lovely. They were so petite together, like
and they look
adorbs.
related, like in
Yeah.
a really
Because he
odd
kind of looked like
way.
Frankie.
Yeah, right,
Kind of looked like
right.
Frankie.
Yeah,
So makes sense. But I mean, Ariana, if y'all listen to Ariana's music, listen to her lyrics, I don't want to say Ariana's for the streets, but like I think Ariana still has life to live,
she
you
also doesn't have
know?
her blacks in anymore. So, like,
Yeah. She's hella talented, multi-talented. Like she's still got life to live out here. So we'll see. Good luck to you,
she's
Ethan.
very young at heart too. So, like, yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, yeah, I don't see
Still
her.
got time. Things
Yeah,
to do. It's
thank
all
you.
good.
Next.
Exactly. The song that will live on. All right, let's move on to familial drama. Another one of Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie's kids, and I mean, really, it's two back to back, has filed to drop his last name. This time it is Zahara, days after Maddox already petitioned to do the same. This is now what, the third or fourth kid who has decided to drop his name. Shiloh did it previously, which I mean, that's one of the bio children. So apparently, I'm looking at an article from People. A source told the magazine that Brad Pitt has had virtually no contact with his adult children and that Angelina has the kids most of the time and he has visitation with the younger kids. And that was back in 2024. So, not sure on the state of their relationships with him now, but this obviously isn't very encouraging if all of them have decided to basically remove their father from their identity in this way. What are your thoughts on this, Delora?
I think this, screams, you know, volumes of the incident that everyone has talked about, and Hollywood has not taken notice, but we also know that Hollywood is a cesspool of men who behave badly.
Oof.
You know, the kids, they, are adults. They have the right to do what they will in terms of their name, and they must have felt strongly enough about it to drop his name. He's another one. I mean, people forget Angelina Jolie was that girl back in the day. Eat, she would eat men and spit them out, and Brad thought he was a keeper, and he apparently was not. But yeah, I, this is really disappointing because we grew up with Brad Pitt and everything like that. So we had the best assumptions towards him. But I'm surprised. It kind of, speaks to the he said, she said situation. Like, I thought Angelina was a strong enough voice in Hollywood to be truly heard, but I guess not.
Brad Pitt
In
is
the
a
shadow of Brad Pitt.
OG
Yeah.
movie star.
Yeah.
If Tom ain't getting kicked out with Scientology and not even remotely speaking his child's name, uh, this is nothing.
Yeah. I guess so.
Just
I
saying.
mean, Nicole don't even acknowledge the children she adopted with Tom.
That's because they don't acknowledge her. She's
I
on
know.
that
Yeah, she's separated. Right.
excommunicated
Right.
list. If y'all have not watched any of the Scientology documentaries, guys, you're missing out. It's crazy out here. Going
Going
Clear,
Clear was
the Leah
that
Remini
show back in the
series.
day.
Jesus, so much. To me, this definitely lends credibility to there was a lot going on in that household that was not healthy.
Yep.
It was for the best that they broke up and went their separate ways. I just, for them to have this brood of children, it makes me so sad that this is what has happened with their relationship with him. Because regardless of sometimes what can happen with parents, if the kids still want to maintain a relationship with their father, that's their right. But the fact that all of them, like back to back, are making this choice, like, yo, I'm grown now. I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't know how you sleep at night, Brad. Like, this would be up, eating me up.
This is so true. This also feels like, karma again. How he did Jen.
I will never get over the breakup of Jennifer Aniston and Brad Pitt and this. That's why I can't, like, I loved Mr. and Mrs. Smith as a film. I truly did, but I can barely watch it now because I heard the Vanity Fair interview that I think it was Vanity Fair that Jennifer Aniston did when they were in the midst of their divorce and everything. And she was saying that she still believed that there was no other person. And then the interviewer had to tell her, like, so Angelina is pregnant, right? And like she started sobbing during the interview. And I will never forgive them for that. That broke my heart, you know? And like
Yeah.
Angelina, I think I've heard her say at some point in some interview, like, you got to live your life and consequences be damned type of thing. And I'm like, yeah, but karma is a bitch.
It is.
So you go ahead and live life in the ways that you want, but don't be surprised when it comes back and slaps your ass in the face. So I hope for the best for the kids, if nothing else. Again, they had this big, beautiful family, adopted kids from different countries, had a few biological children. And so, again, for all the children now who are getting older to be making this decision, Brad, I hope you figure your life out, sir, because that is sad. That's really
Right.
sad as a parent.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
anyway, let's move on to the box office. So, the latest scary movie dropped over the weekend and scored a franchise best of $55 million opening up at number one. The R-rated parody was joined at the top of the box office by Backrooms and Obsession, two other horror films, which is interesting because again, Scary Movie is a spoof of the horror genre, so it just felt like it gave a lift maybe to the friend the not the franchise but the series, or the what am I trying to say, the genre as a whole. But I actually went and
How much
saw
did you say they made
in an article from Variety, they made $55 million domestically.
domestically? But
Yes.
worldwide it was huge.
Yeah, it was even bigger worldwide. Yeah, I'm just talking about domestically. Worldwide it made
Mm-hmm.
105.5 million from
Mm-hmm.
53 markets. So, and this is the sixth installment in the series, 25 years old at this point. The last film was in 2006, which was $49.7 million opening. I will say though, I went and saw a Scary Movie over the weekend because the two movies I wanted to see, Is God Is and I Love Boosters, were already gone from my local theater. Yes,
No.
already gone. So I was like, well,
Because I
damn.
actually was gonna go when Aaliyah was in town. Shout out to Leah, my BFF, who's also shout out to my friends doing international travel. Aaliyah, South Korea, love
Oh,
that.
wow.
She beauty capital of the world, pretty much. And Tony is in freaking Australia. So shout out to my girlies. I really wanted to see one of those two movies when she was in town, but that was the beginning of me getting sick.
Yeah.
So we didn't do anything. But to know that they're not even at the theater anymore makes me sad.
Yeah, again, double check in your area, but they are no longer in my area. And so I was like, well, I still want to go to the movies. So went and checked out Scary Movie and it sucked. Like, I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. It
Yeah,
sucked.
you have to have. I've never enjoyed that.
I the first one and the second one, I still like, especially the second one with the tiny hand and stuff. That shit was
That's
hilarious to me.
I hated that.
Oh, it was hilarious to
I
me.
loathe that with like just the fire of a thousand suns. I hated that bit so much. But for me, I was gonna watch it for the culture, you know what I mean? They apparently they did a Sinners parody
Yep.
in it and everything.
They did Sinners, they did Get Out. I mean, they did multiple.
Oh wow.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What I will say is I think I had fun with the press leading up to the release.
Yeah.
Shout out to our girl Sierra from Summer House doing a whole bit with Anna and Regina. I'm like, get that check, girl. Um, and then Marlon and Sean doing interviews. I didn't know Sean was such a wild card. Out of all the Wayans brothers, if you ask me like who was the one that's like more willing to like throw those hands, Sean would not have been number one for me. He seemed like the pretty boy. You know what I
That's why
mean?
Sean took a little hiatus because he was probably like, I'm tired of y'all shit. And now he's come back and is like, I don't care. Um,
But
but
what I love, oh, I was gonna say really quick
yeah.
in the press run that I loved. Marlon said that he promised his dad before he died that they work together again. Like
Oh,
do something again, like one more time. You say you promise, and he's like, all right, I promise. And then he said, you know, it wasn't like a final moment, but that was something that his dad wanted to have his sons do, and so for them to agree to do it and the film doing so well, that makes me happy.
I I am so happy for them. Again, give me something else that does
Yes.
not suck ass like this shit.
Yes.
And I'll be happier to support y'all. But I
Oh,
agree. The press has been fun, particularly some of the clips where people are calling them 90s fine.
yeah.
And Sean and Marlon are both like, yeah, I think we still look good. Like Marlon was like, we're aging better than some of these white heartthrobs from the 90s who are aging like leather. So yeah.
When he said that, I was like, oh, y'all are hilarious. Anyway, what I will say is this also. the way he was like, yeah, my family didn't even go support me in
For
him.
him.
And they kept
Demonic.
saying, they were like, oh no, man, it's too dark. It's too dark. And he was just like, none of my family showed up. None of my family. And
He's
it
talking about
cracks
the
me up.
his brothers and sister, the
Yes,
younger
yes.
kids supported, just
Yeah,
not
but
them.
the core family who
Yeah.
got him into show business didn't show up for his own movie. Oh, and so with that being said, so he did Get Out. So that's the Jordan Peele project.
Hmm.
I wonder how Jordan Peele feel about it. But is there even a through line, or is it just like a series of
No,
sketches?
it's still the through line of Ghostface. I mean, Ghostface is still
Okay.
the predominant baddie. So you
Yeah.
still have that element. And then of course all the OGs are back. So you still have that through line as well. It's just the next generation. Like it's Anna Faris's daughter and like Regina's kids and all that that's also featured as characters in this one. So it's just like introducing the next generation type deal, but it sucked. So I wish I could recommend it, but I don't. Sorry. Better luck next project.
You're like, we take our role as your pop culture besties
Yeah,
very
I'm not gonna lie to y'all.
seriously.
I'm not gonna lie to y'all unless we were getting paid, but I'm just kidding.
Yep.
um, all
Capitalism.
right.
No.
Let's move on to our last headline, which is this Obama Presidential Center grand opening that is fast approaching. The Obama Presidential Center in Chicago, 19.3 acre campus, is going to have a official opening to the public on Juneteenth of this year. So very, very quickly coming. Museum access, the campus grounds are free, but the museum requires entry tickets, just like, I mean, it reminds you of any museum or anything like that that you usually attend. I am taking a trip to Chicago next month. And what I'm upset about is that I didn't have the forethought to already think that I might be doing this because as of today, earliest ticket availability is October. Okay.
We need to just go ahead and book it, Ashley.
I mean, seriously, because the last time I looked, there was still at least like, I don't know, maybe August. And I was like, well, that's not going to work.
The fact that you looked. So for me,
Yes.
I knew it was coming, but I didn't take the time to be like, what actual date? You know what I
Girl,
mean?
because I mean, Chicago, as I've said many times in this podcast, is my favorite city. And so usually I do a biannual trip. So this is my year to go. And I didn't give it enough forethought. And I'm still gonna obviously be in the city and maybe see it just to see the outside, but to not be able to go in and tour and all that, it's just a bummer. So it'll definitely be next time. But for all of you who did have foresight, who are going to go to the opening, keep us posted. Let us know what it's like. I've seen some of the
Please and
imagery.
thank you.
I've
It's
seen some of
gorgeous.
the videos from press and people who have got a chance to see a early glimpse, and it's fabulous. I posted a story and then it seemed like it disappeared that they were able to get the set from Scandal as the set
Yes.
that they put in
Yep.
there, which
Yep.
is amazing. I mean,
Major.
double history.
Yes,
Um,
yes. Shondaland supporting the Obamas. I love it.
Listen, so I'm very excited for this like opportunity for
If you
sure.
think about it, it makes so much sense because guess what? Scandal was during the Obama years.
Yeah. And the only reason why they ended
It
this
was
because
so
they said
prevalent.
we're not going to be able to top this
And honestly,
ridiculousness.
I'm glad they did because they, when I tell you, they would not have been able to top it.
It's
The show
ridiculous.
could not have topped real life.
It's
Okay.
ridiculous.
And
That
I'm
and
like,
Veep. It was a
yeah.
time. It was time to wrap it up.
And I feel like I'm talking on the other side of like something happened. The timeline, the metrics, some matrix shifted or glitched or something like that. Like, you remember
Unplug
when?
me.
You
Unplug
remember?
me. Jesus.
But what I will say is, I am absolutely looking forward to going. It looks absolutely gorgeous from
Yeah.
both the inside and out. It's giving me major blacksmith vibes, which is one of my favorite museums in the whole entire world. If you don't know what I'm talking about the Smithsonian of Museum of African American History. Phenomenal, phenomenal. So it looks like it's on that level. And I know the
Yep.
Obamas are all about excellence. So I'm pretty sure it's on par, if not better. Because what a time! I just to see the video of these big block letters that says, "Yes, we can." What a moment in history that was. The moment of hope. And I say that because I feel like we're so far from that. Hope. As Black people, we always got hope because these are hard times, but I'm like, our ancestors been through this, so we can do the
Yeah.
same. But I don't know. I don't know. Are we going to see or experience anything remotely similar to that? I, like when? I don't know.
I've started listening to IMO on a regular basis just to get that feeling again, get that
To hear
vibe
her voice,
again. I've become so fond of Michelle Obama's laugh and
love her. And people are
yeah,
like, oh my goodness, I can't believe she's talking about. I love that she's in her human era, like becoming, she's like, we can become whatever we want. Again, chapters in life, right?
she's fantastic. Love her.
She's fantastic. Everything she talks about, I don't have a problem with it. Like
Not
it's
at
just
all. It does. I've not heard a single
somebody
thing that I
had
don't
the
understand yet.
nerve to compare her to Jada, talking about, oh, you
Oh
out
no.
your husband or for
Oh
doing,
no.
being bad humor. I'm like,
Don't
no,
be ridiculous.
no, they are not on the same um playing field.
Their
Um
marriage is not on the same playing field. Don't be ridiculous. Don't be ridiculous.
Michelle was like, my man, my man, my man.
Like, don't be ridiculous. That's absurd. Anyway, let's go into our two hot topics of the day, Delora. First one up, the GOAT of tennis is back. Serena Williams, I'm looking at a headline from ESPN, shrugs off nerves for doubles win in return. Serena marked her return to professional tennis with straight sets doubles victory alongside partner Victoria Mbaku on Tuesday at the I'm about to say S, it's HSBC Championships. Serena, who is 44, last played 4 years ago at the 2022 US Open and is now through to the quarterfinals. They won 7-6, 6-2 in front of a sellout crowd. When asked about her future, it remains unclear. Serena says she is just having fun, playing in front of her family. She said, I don't know. I had nothing better to do. I got tired of sitting at home. My kids are out of school for the summer, so why not? I never got to play here. It was always just the men. It feels really special to play somewhere so iconic. Um, I hope that this is the start of her revival, selfishly, because I have never seen Serena play in the flesh. And I always said that was a deep regret of mine that I have not seen someone who is the GOAT of their professional career play. Same feeling I have a bit with Simone, but going to the Olympics was not an option for me.
Also,
So
prayers up for Simone. We love you, girl.
yeah, with her health issues, absolutely. Health scare, rather. But Delora, do you think Serena is just out here playing a little summer games while her kids are out of school, or do you think this is a revival of her tennis career?
It is whatever she wants it to be. I do not have any opinions. Like she said, she felt like she got tired of sitting around at home. She felt like she still got it. Of course, going into doubles is perfect. And then shout out to the young lady she's doing doubles with. I know she probably had a conundrum. Like, how did she pick her? How she pick her?
Who
And
knows?
but obviously I love it. I'm just saying, like, so epic. You know who I would love for Serena to do doubles with? Taylor Townsend, who just shout
Mm-hmm.
out to her for winning the famous French clay tournament. What is it? how do you pronounce it? It's like Raul Rhodes. I don't know it offhand. Okay. But anyway, she is a master at playing doubles because she switches up her partners and still win. You know what I mean? Like she also deserves much more publicity than what she does. But anyway,
Yeah. She had to do her
that's
own branding because she couldn't get
yes,
a branding deal.
right,
Hmm.
insane. And then
Yeah.
she had a baby and came back and started kicking some butt. She won Wimbledon last year again. She won the French Open. You know, so shout out to her. So anyway, back to Serena. What brought me the most joy is she said that she wanted to perform or, you know, play in front of her children. And even her baby girl was smiling when she won at the end. It was so sweet. So sweet. And of course, we love um Alexis because he is one of the most he's like the
Supportive
best, you know, husband of a woman. You like again an
professionally.
girl, yes. I'm
He don't
thinking about off
embarrass
campus
her.
again. Garrett, he was like, remember you're the prize. And that's what Alexis do. He reminds everybody that his wife is the GOAT. So brings me so much joy.
Do your thing, Serena. I'm so excited for you. I'm, again, selfishly wanting you to at least make a comeback for that sport or for that sport, for that event in Cincinnati so that I can come just this one time. And even, girl, if you go to New York, I'm going to come. Just keep me posted. Just let me know the schedule and I will
And
make it.
honestly, Venus is her blueprint because Venus, you know, she was out when she was sick, but she came back and started playing again. Like
Yeah.
Venus was different. The fact that they're still at the level where they're like, I want to get my feet wet. Let me just get on this major tournament.
Y'all just go ahead and sign me up. My kids are in summer camp. What else I got to do? Let me go out here and hit some balls. It's amazing. Love it. All right, Delora, let's get into our final hot topic and we're gonna wrap it up. Summer House Reunion Part 3. The time has come. It's a wrap. I'm gonna give my final little thoughts. Even though they will have one more episode next week, that is the aftermath. I'm not sure I'm gonna watch because
Ooh, you
I feel
tired?
like all the steam, all the spice really happened in Reunion Part 1. And these subsequent 2 and 3 are just more filler because Amanda and Wes are giving us really nothing. They're on beta blockers, they're drugged,
They
they're
are
having
so
barely any
high.
reactions. Even like Andy asked Wes in this last episode, like, are you on beta blockers or something? I mean, Amanda seemed the most zombied out between the two of them,
Yes.
let's be clear. But
Yes.
everybody else, like Jesse over here
Again,
crying
the
on the
inability to
couch,
take accountability, but okay.
girl. And it's like, I cannot sit here and watch y'all for one more second on my screen. Like, I'm so tired of them. I'm so tired of this narrative. I love that Sierra's out here living her best life. She's doing music videos with Shabuzi. She's
Love
on red carpets. Like, she's living her best life. And I'm just ready for this narrative to end because these two white
cover
people do not
girl.
have this type of control over my girl. You hear
She's
me?
a cover girl.
That's my
Okay.
girl. Do your thing out here, Sierra. Let them be buried as we've discussed and let us all move on with our lives. I'm going to change my algorithm. I'm going to start like, you know how you can say like hide this or I don't need to see this. Any Amanda West posts that start coming on my feed will have that happen because I don't want to see this shit no more. I don't
But
care.
did you notice? Did you notice every time again? When I say cover girl, she has been on the cover of Glamour and more recently, like as of like this week or last week, she's on the cover of Harper Bazaar in addition to the Shabuzi
Yeah, she's doing
music
her
video.
thing.
Every time something major happens to Sierra, Wes and Amanda does something crazy wacky. So like her first cover with Glamour, they were seen at the baseball game kissing or whatever. And
She wasn't
then
even supposed to come to that game.
and and then more recently with the Shibumi music video, apparently they're in Italy and she's spitting in Wes's mouth. Like
She spit
y'all,
an olive in his mouth. Yeah.
you can tell Amanda is that you remember that, you know, that meme of that blonde hair white lady who's looking out the window is just like just angry. Do you know what I mean?
I don't, but I definitely
But
know
that's
what you
what
mean.
Amanda is
The
giving,
sentiment.
seeing our girl thrive, and it's like, how can I get the attention also? It's very much attention seeking.
Yeah. What I don't want to happen, just going back to the reunion energy, is I don't want everybody to be like, okay, this is over now. We can be cool with them again. Make them suffer. Like, make them feel this for the
Who's
foreseeable
getting
future.
fired? That is my question.
Well,
Because at
allegedly,
the end of
Wes
the
ain't coming
day,
back. So,
because they messed up the flow of the house. And
yeah.
then, like, do you think Sierra should come back?
I feel like it's up to Sierra. Like, I feel like she's probably on the fence right now. But if Wes doesn't come back, it's really up to her because I still wouldn't want to play and kiki with Amanda whatsoever. Like I think she already had to kind of try to let go of negative energy in this last season because she didn't want to hold a grudge or have anger towards Wes anymore, and that blew up in her face. And then Amanda said on a reunion she didn't even watch this last season, which people in the comments were like, "Yo, you have one job. It's literally your job to watch the season and prep for the reunion. People, they should not be. She should not be allowed to do that." And so that's when Sierra got choked up saying, watching that last episode was so hard for her. It messed her up because she had that big emotional scene with Amanda when they were leaving the house and trying to big her up and tell her she loved her to just know that at this point, the level of betrayal that she experienced. And I just think even Amanda's demeanor and her words and everything at the reunion, I think she has such a low opinion of herself because she even said like I don't think I deserve a friend like Sierra
Girl,
or that she deserves a
girl.
friend like me. Like I just think she thinks she's a piece of shit and she lives that out in every aspect of her life. She has such low self-esteem. So I hope that she's able to find whatever piece she needs at some point in her life to get her shit together. I don't think it's going to be with Wes though, because even Moore came out with this woman Miha that he was supposedly dating before. And for I think reunion part one, he said that they were never an exclusive relationship. Then in this reunion part three, he finally admits like, yeah, she thought we were an exclusive relationship. He was telling her he loved her, all these things. So, like Amanda, have you ever heard of Genuine Amanda? There's a little song he has called What Makes Me Different or What's So Different. Like listen to those lyrics, baby, because ain't shit different about you other than you're now the newest thing that he's able to attach to and profit off of because let's be for real, all of this is profit in some way.
Yeah. And
So,
what's his name? Jesse? Is it Jesse?
uh-huh.
Apparently people were saying in the reunion they weren't even showing the real full picture. Like he was crying, and I guess in the edited version they were saying, "Oh, I miss my brother," or I thought we were like brothers or whatever. But what happened in real life was that he had another friend that did something similar of like going behind his back and dating like an ex or something like that and being like betrayed
They
in
talked
that
about
way.
that. They talked about
Did
it,
they?
but he still was upset about the fracture
But
of their friend
you
group.
watched it on Peacock.
I watched the uncensored version.
Yes, right.
Yes.
So you saw the whole thing, but apparently
Yeah.
they didn't show that on the Bravo side of things. And I thought that was interesting. I feel like Bravo reunion, especially when it's a juicy season. Like for example, you know me, I only got into the Real Housewives of Potomac and Beverly Hills. And whenever there was something major, like with Potomac, when one of them put hands on another one, they they always they inflate these reunions. And when I heard that this one was going to be three, I'm like, I bet you it won't be um three parts worth, you know, with the meat on the bones. And
It
I'm sure
wasn't.
it was all types of commercials if you watched it live. It's like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they should have packed it all back to back that first night and then I think it would have been epic. We would have had all the feels and then we all could have just moved on because It's definitely, to me, made it lose a lot of steam and momentum that it had, even for the other spinoffs that they're working on right now in the city and all that shit. But like I said, I never want to see or hear from Wes or Amanda again. After this, I'm done. Kyle's
You
now on his
see,
press tour, doing
I
his
was gonna
interviews,
say he's on
doing his
People.
thing. He got his little
Karama was
girlfriend
last
now
week.
with Sally,
Kyle
whatever
is
her
this
name
week.
is.
Is she
So
cute?
she's very cute. Yeah, she's very cute. Definitely upgrade,
I
in
was
my
like,
opinion.
Kyle ain't gonna be hurting for nobody, I don't think
Well, Kyle was
so.
allegedly cheating during their marriage
The whole
stuff too.
time.
So
Yeah. Yeah.
I cannot say I'm team Kyle. Like, I don't wish this on him, but I can't say I'm team Kyle, but I'm damn sure team Sierra. So y'all can both go kick rocks, as I've said now multiple times on this podcast. And that's a wrap for me with Summer House, most likely. I may or may not again watch Aftermath. I've seen some of the clips. Lindsay's trying to talk sense into Amanda. She ain't listening. Like, I don't know why y'all are putting this energy. This is a woman who stayed with a man for 10 years, who verbally berated her, possibly cheated on her multiple times, treated her like shit. She stuck around for 10 years. Y'all think just because supposedly Wes is out here telling people that she pursued him, she probably in his mind did. So ain't nothing about to break them up right now. She's in the Lulu land, thinking that she's hot shit and she's the one that's gonna change West, and she's gonna have a really fucking rude awakening at some point in time.
Did you see him calling her hot at the reunion? Like, oh, you look so hot.
No,
Kyle
because the way
to
he was
Amanda.
eyeballing Sierra when she walked in. Ugh. And then he also said during this part three, when Andy asked had they been monogamous, he said, well, not since we said we have feelings for each other, but since the statement, yes. It was like, oh, okay, cool. We'll see how long this lasts then, West. We'll see.
I feel like he feels a bit caged, like just based
Because
off
he
what
knows
I've
it's going to be
seen.
out here if he is running around with other women. I mean, he's so high profile at the moment. But let that die down. He gonna be cracking some new cheeks pretty soon. Don't you worry. So that's all she wrote. I will say Andy really hyped this up. Everything was spoken on and answered. No, it was not. Do better in the future. Get in there a little bit harder. I feel like Andy also has soft spots for some of these people. I need y'all to bring in somebody who does not have a relationship with any of these
Absolutely.
people and
He
get in their ass.
absolutely is biased.
Yeah. I need someone
He's
who
like
has
that.
no skin in the game,
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
please, to be the host. Like, let Rachel Lindsay, who was just on Watch What Happens Live, let
She
Rachel
was so
come
good. So
and do
good.
the reunion. That would have
And
been
I love
epic.
that too because it's like she definitely can speak to it and she also is able to shake off the ABC Bachelorette aspect of it all.
Yep, would have been epic. Anyway, those are final thoughts on Summer House Reunion. Team Sierra all day, every day,
Yup.
forever and ever and ever. So,
Yup.
Delora, that's it. That's all. What are we recapping for the people for next week?
Yes, we are recapping another book to film adaptation. Hollywood, they love IP, and I actually love this book. Um, we're recapping the sweet Netflix film called Remarkably Bright Creatures, starring the legendary Sally Field.
Legendary. All right. Well, it's another one in the books, kids. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching for our YouTube viewers. We appreciate you.
Hi. Yes.
Please let us know of any thoughts you have on these headlines and hot topics today. We would love to hear it. Share this episode out with everybody you know. We will be back with that recap. But in the meantime, as always, be blessed.
Bye.